because I became extremely concerned that too many New Yorkers who are just doing what they can to get by in these tough times are being charged with crimes. One example is the young people who dance and solicit tips on the subway trains.
Subways are not for that type of activity.
I'm in kindergarten and I'm 5 years old and I'm the champ. I'm breakdancing and I'm backflips.
My name is Mark and I breakdance. I'm 9 years old. I like being an older brother because I could tell him a lot of things. He thinks that he's the big brother, but I always tell him, no, you're not.
You brush your hair too? You look like a superstar now. You look like a wolf? Like Teen Wolf.
I thought you were gonna get food.
We're gonna get it after. Mark, she doesn't really do that much talking if she doesn't know you. But Nasir is just the type, he just seems like he, I don't know, he just cut from a different grain. The first time Nasir first started dancing, right after he turned 4, he got pulled out the crowd. He started dancing. He started kind of like boogieing a little bit. From there, it just took off.
And then Mark kind of followed in his footsteps.
This summer was kind of a reality check with them dancing. I wanted to pull them back out from doing it. You don't want to force them. If that's not something they want to do, that's not something they want to do. But at the same time, you can see that they enjoy it. They love the crowd. They love the attention.
So I'm really the one that's like, no, you don't do your schoolwork, you can't dance. And that's simple as that. And I always try to teach them like education is the most important. My kids have a lot of grown-up friends. Not, you know, their little kid friends is like their school friends, but when we go outside and I see those more adults on Union Square than I do, so it's just figuring out who's the best fit for them and what kind of people we want them around.
With Nasir, his outlook on the police are bad, but even we try to explain to him that not all, cops are like that.
Outside this building every day, there are a group of young men who provide great entertainment, and we don't bother them. Why? Because they're not putting the public at risk.
For the music, the police cracked down on them, and supposedly they took 3 radios yesterday. They say it's, I guess, noise pollution. You need a license for a speaker or amp. I don't really see a problem with it. The police, they're not compassionate. May it be something small or something big, they're not compassionate. When they come up to us or they approach us, they're ready like drunk with power.
He feels that the police is stopping him from doing something he enjoys.
I want to be a good policeman. I'm going to piss on the face. Because they stink.
These young kids are not out there robbing and stealing. With the dance, they're able to express themselves. And instead of taking people's tax money to pay for these people to go to jail and wasting taxpayers' money, it should go to after-school programs. My kids don't have an after-school program to go to.
So it's like we can't get a turn to do something that we were looking forward to. Because they were looking forward to shutting us down.
Showtime, folks, showtime. What time is it?
Showtime.
Here we go, don't blink for a bucket. I won't count the hours, trying to be around. Show your love, show your support, do not be afraid. Any donation, y'all, I appreciate it.
So usually when they, you know, make their little money that they do make, we'll let them, you know, like put half in the bank and kind of let them get their little Puma suits, or sometimes they're able to get sneakers, or you know,
toys
and stuff like that.
It's teaching them responsibility at the end of the day. Like they learn, they're feeding themselves, they're clothing themselves.
We're trying to teach them the value of a dollar, you know. And Mark, he's the cheap one. He doesn't like to spend anything.
Because I like to buy big stuff. So when I grow up and I have a lot of money, I could buy a house and a big TV and have a family.
Okay, like a piece of gum.
I might have to pay for him to do whatever he needs to do. So he said he wanted to live with me when he grew up. But I said, you really want to do that? I hope I can teach him to have a good education, and when he goes to the grade that I am at, 4th grade, I'm going to say, you're getting old. And I want to be a cop, but I want to make my own team. We're going to be like cops that let people dance on the train and the subway, stuff like that.
In this day and age, with the cops, with Ferguson, with young black Latinos being a threat in society, it's sad. There was protesting out here on 14th Street in Union Square. A lot of people was having the sign, "Don't shoot." And I went up to one guy who had the sign, and I was like, "Is it all right if he wears it?" Next thing you know, like last week, a friend of mine posted on Facebook the mural of Nasir. It was in Brooklyn street art. To me, it's a beautiful thing. I really see it like as an honor. It's my son, like, it's special. Both my boys, eventually, I see it as in another 10 more years, not even 5 more years for Mark, 10 more years for Nasir, they're gonna be a threat. They'll be a threat in the police eyes. Eventually, Mark is gonna be able to go outside on his own or go to the store on his own. It's a worry factor. You know, my kid's all right. You don't want to live like that. I don't want them to struggle. No, as long as they're not struggling or suffering or on drugs, I want them to be successful. Way better than what I ever was.
Hey!